So studying at the Open University is quite a unique experience because you're studying solely remotely online, and even your assignments and exams they're all conducted remotely via the internet. So and also you don't have set tutorials. So for example, even though they do have digital tutorials, if you want to attend, you have to book yourself, but you don't have to. It's not compulsory. It's just it's your decision. It's up to you whether you want to attend tutorials or not. This is particularly if you're studying for an undergraduate level qualifications. So there's three stages to that. The first stage is a certificate of higher education, and this is equivalent to the first year of of a bachelor's degree program. And then is there's at the second highest level. It's level called level five, diploma of higher education. This is equivalent to a second year degree program. And then there's obviously the degree itself after 3 years, the bachelor. And this is what you have to do to get a degree. You have to complete these 3 years worth of full-time study in order to do that. Obviously, um, if you're studying for a degree, only the topics at the level 5 or 6, so year 2 and 3, count towards the final degree classification. So you have to bear that in mind. You really have to focus in the second and third year module to achieve the highest grades in order to get the best possible classification for your final degree. And most studying is done online, as I said. So you are given access to a student homepage where there's you know all the relevant course syllabus, um, assignment and exam structure and dates, uh, possibility of booking tutorials. So you go on a tutorial booking, and if you wish to attend the class, you book your tutorial. And also then there's a library space. So there's a your university provides you with a big virtual library where you can access to thousands of books, and obviously those that are relevant to your qualification or course you can find on there. And what else? And then obviously there's a help center that gives you information about how to apply for finance. So if you don't want to pay, if you can't pay outright the costs of the modules relevant to your qualification, you can apply for, if you're eligible, you can apply for a student loan. But also other types a loan. They have what's called an USBA, which is a third party that works directly with the Open University, and you can apply for a 12-month loan. Well, a loan where you can pay in 12-month installments the overall cost of the fees for your module. And with Europe University, what's different about other university is that even though you're registered for a degree program, you have to, every module that you study, you have to register for it. So you have to either do it online via the student homepage that I just mentioned, or you can phone the student recruitment advice team, England, if you're studying in England, or even if you're studying in Wales, Northern Ireland or Scotland, they have their own hotline, and you have to phone them, and they can help you complete registration over the phone. But that's pretty much the main points of studying at Europe University. And obviously, the great thing about studying there is that if you study for a degree, for example, or if you're looking to study for a degree, you have, if you don't want to study for full time, you have full flexibility to start part time, and actually you have up to 16 years to complete a degree program. So if you're studying for the first year, say this year, from this year you have 16 years, the 16-year deadline to complete it. So you can really take your time, and you can really make it work. You can really make it work for you if you have other commitments such as job, family, or if you're just looking to kind of take a break. You can do that. You're really truly empowered to make studying fit around your life. And obviously all the degree programs, they are accredited as any other bricks and mortar university, so they have the same. It has the same value as a bricks and mortar university, so you needn't to worry about you know if whether it looks good or not, because actually, what if you achieve a qualification at your university, it kind of demonstrates how self-motivated and you are to achieve in life, because you have to do it all by yourself. Nobody is prodding you, nobody has any expectations on you. You kind of have to work it out for yourself. Obviously, the Open University does recommend, for example, if you're studying part-time, so like usually most part-time students study 60 credits, and the Open University recommends that you allocate 16 to 18 hours of your time each week towards your study. So that's something very important to keep in mind. The university does recommend the best way for you to achieve your grades is to dedicate a certain amount of time to your studies. And but also, even though it's a remote institution, they also have a student union. So sometimes they have social meetings in a real world physical space where you can go and meet up with other students and just have a friendly get together, and just experiencing other people's point of view on how they are doing, because obviously the Open University has a variety of students. So some are young people who prefer to study at home because maybe they're suffering from anxiety, or they like being at home. And then you have mature students, so people over the age of 60 who perhaps have retired, and they just want to continue studying just to because they are interested in developing their knowledge, or because they have a passion for a particular subject, and they want to pursue that passion into greater knowledge and skill, even if it's not necessary to enter the workforce. But overall, it's a very flexible. It allows you to be flexible. The standard of teaching and resources available to you is of a high standard, so it's definitely a worthwhile contender for you to consider studying with. I mean, obviously, I would say that if you're a young person that's looking to build an active life outside of work, maybe bricks and mortar might be suitable for you if you don't have other hobbies where you can meet people face to face. But if you're okay with that, then obviously your university does offer you that flexibility of studying when you want, how you want, and where you want, and also the fees are lower than other bricks and mortar institutions, and that's something also that you may want to take into consideration, given the fact that the quality of the standard of teaching and accreditation for the course is as high as anyone else's. So anyway, have you studied, or are you thinking about studying, and do you have any questions? If so, leave them in a comment. Have a good day.